Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I have something really special for you because it's the world's first ergonomic dynamic office chair from LiberNovo called Omni. And what that means, let's find out in this video. And as always, a great product journey starts with a box.
Yeah, and that's the box. It's a big box, of course, it's a chair. And as common these days, you get a beautiful detailed instruction manual in form of this card. You get all the tools and all the stuff needed to construct the chair or to assemble the chair in this little box here. And yeah, then it's just about getting everything out. There are not that many parts of this chair, as you can see. And everything, oh my god, listen to that. And those wheels, I was instantly impressed. Listen to that. You can't really record any noise they make because they don't really make any noise. Gas tube and a full-sized screwdriver. That's great stuff. And the tension knob for the rocker function. And here we have the impressive, small but great designed battery, which has a neat handle to get it out right easily. Don't know which material the base is, but it's super sturdy and super lightweight at the same time, and the wheels snap into it, really satisfying. You realize that moment it's a premium chair. And listen, there is close to no sound, and they really just snap in and they sit there tight, and the wheels make absolutely no sound at all. That's a real good start in terms of premium experience. And then of course the gas tube comes in, and that was the only moment I had really troubles assembling the chair, because the detailed instruction forgot to tell me that there is a little cap as protection on that gas tube. So here's your friendly reminder, remove that little cap and you will have a better time, because then the rest just slides in as it should be. And for the rest, you only have 4 screws for the whole chair, so it's a really great experience building that thing, and not 15 screws that need to be tightened and untightened and then tightened again or whatever. That thing snaps into place. Most of the part you just plug together and has really intelligent design to it. So here you see the mechanism that's used for the tilting or the rocking function, and also for the height adjustments through the gas tube is done with that lever. So great design here and really sturdy. Then only thing missing on the bottom is the adjustment knob for the backrest tension, so for the tilt function. That just slides right into there. And we can move on to the bionic FlexiFit backrest. That's a really great design, never seen something like that. And as the rest, it just snaps into the place right at the back. And then only the headrest is missing, so let's stick that in, and here we go. Look at that beauty. But one thing is still missing, and that's our little battery at the bottom. Slides right in, and now we are done and can admire the chair in its whole beauty. Look at it, nice.
So yeah, now let's finish the setup for the chair, because assembling it is only one part. The setup is even more important, maybe I would say, because that makes it special. You should only need to do this once, or at least you need to do it for every place you want to work with that chair. But normally, yeah, a chair has a place at a workplace, and so you adjust that to that environment. They provide you an ergonomic setup guide you can just follow, which will we do in a second, but they also provide great video tutorials online. So if you're not that kind of guy that wants to watch or read, you can also watch a video. First step is we should snug fit, and it should have 0 gaps in the back. So yeah, we should adjust the lumbar support accordingly. So let's do that. So it's always important, if you want to sit right, that you move your bottom all the way back to the seating, because there's always one big source of back pain if you just slog something in the chair when you sit way too much on the front of the chair. You should just always slide back to the back piece of the chair and you will have a better time. But now we should also adjust the lumbar support system to really make a great S shape. So let's do that. And that perfect support for your spine is possible thanks to two systems working together seamlessly. That's on one hand the Ergo Pulse motor that lifts all the weight, and on the other side the bionic FlexFit backrest. And that's something I really haven't seen in a chair so far. That's really some nice engineering here. You can see 8 flexible panels, and they are connected with 14 dual connection points that are moving. So you saw in my construction part, so this is really it's one moving part. And then you have also these 16 spherical pivots which also move and can adjust perfectly to your spine. I think that's quite a nice S shape if you ask me. So feels like that already feels great. So yeah, ready to go to part 2, adjusting the armrests. Also very important, way more important than most people think they are, because it's very important that your shoulders make a line here, you know. It shouldn't be hanging down so that they are slopping down, free fall mode, and it also shouldn't be like this where a V shape appears. So if they are too high, of course, we get that V shape I'm talking about. So I'm going back a little bit so you could see it better. And so it's important that you choose that height of the armrests according to the length of your arm. So you should have a firm contact with the armrest. It shouldn't be like, okay, I have to get down, because as I said, that's also bad. You don't want to get a V shape in this direction and that direction on your shoulders. You want a straight line. And to do that, see where you have fine touch point with the armrests. And also important, normally people tend to sit like, I don't know, kings on their chairs like this, but that's also not very ergonomic. The ergonomic way is quite tight to the body, so they should go down in a straight line. No big angling should happen here. So it's best if you adjust that angle like this, and it should be quite close to your body. So you have a straight line down there, and there we need to adjust the height. And also on that side, let's correct that in that way. And so we should sit here in a good spot. Here should be a line. Here should be a 90-degree angle. And I think I managed to do that quite well, and it feels good. Okay, I think we are ready to go to part 3, is adjust the seat height. So of course you need to adjust that to the table you're working, but normally a table should be around 72 centimeters high. And yeah, right now we are too low. So we need to lower that, because the armrest should make a straight connection to the upper side of the table. So let's correct that and let's get it up there. So right now we see we are too high here. Oh no, it's quite perfect. Yeah, that's quite good actually. So also you see here, it should be a straight line. One can think in ergonomics, it comes out down to straight lines, and it's not that wrong. Of course, your spine should be in an S shape, but beside of that, most of it comes down to straight lines. So same here. You should sit here and you should have a straight line connection with your arms to the table. So there shouldn't be no incline, decline in any angle. You should sit like this and it is perfect. So adjust the height of your chair to the surface level of your table. But that could always result that your feet are starting to tangle if you are smaller, or you have the feeling that your feet are tangling. And for that, they have their feet support. So this is great stuff here, because we can adjust this in 2 levels. So if you're really small, you can go up to this level here, and then you also have support structures here which come below here. So you have a really sturdy support here. But if you are, as I said, 5 centimeters tall, this could be a great support which comes down, and then your feet just go onto that. And it even feels great for me. But yeah, we have the elbow level with the desk done. What's the next point? What's the point 4? Adjust the neck rest. Use both hands to adjust the neck rest height. So where should the neck rest be? It should be in your neck. That's also a common mistake. Your neck rest shouldn't be a head support like many people use it like this. So your head is, yeah, supported by the neck rest. It's a neck rest and there it should go. It should go in that position so it naturally covers your neck. Good. And also keep in mind the S shape of your spine. So this should not be totally in the back. So you should slop something like that. So that's not good. It should be a support. Main target is that you have a great support all from the head to the bottom to the chair. So you shouldn't be floating around or have any gaps between you and the chair. So the best chair is connected directly to your body. And this adjustment possibilities of that chair, yeah, they're great because I feel I have a connection everywhere right now. Really great. So yeah, as said, you have the adjustment possibility you saw in the height. I can also adjust the deepness of the thing, which is important for exactly that great contact I was talking. And yeah, I think we have found the perfect position. Yeah, we have found the perfect position. Feels good. Feels really good. And yeah, how it should look, gentle support, no gaps, also says here. But what does the world's first dynamic ergonomic office chair even mean? Let me explain. The dynamic support systems that makes this chair really unique. But what does that mean? That means the whole chair moves with your body and delivers a dynamic support for your whole body as soon as you change position on it. So if you start to rock back, you can see here the armrest is coming into the base of the chair. But big difference to other chairs, this moves back if you as soon as you start to rock back the chair, so that the armrest can perfectly support all the weight distributed on the armrest. So everything keeps moving. Also the back piece, the back support, dynamically supports all of your spine and your whole body. But I think that's best shown if I compare it to a regular office chair that doesn't have this kind of dynamic support. So let me get one of my office chairs. So I'm back with a quite basic office chair. Let's adjust the height. So in an ordinary office chair, you normally have that rocker function. Let's enable, oh, it was the wrong lever. If you have the rocker function, right here, the armrests are connected to the backrest. That's a little bit better, but that's nothing compared to our LiberNovo Omni. Let me show you what I mean. If you rock back, you just have that connection with the armrests. They are fixed, they don't change position at all. So with every degree you tilt back, it's getting less and less ergonomic because the position of your body changes completely and you don't have any support. The neck rest even gets completely useless if you go back because you need to slop somehow and correct your neck position. Your elbows, they disappear somewhere in the back. So now with the LiberNovo One, let me show you. I'm sitting here. Oh, it's such a difference. It's really like day and night if you come from that chair and take a seat on that. It's let me show you when I decline on with that chair. What happens? What happens when I decline here? You see something? The angle of that armrest or the position of the armrest, this wanders back and keeps also my neck perfectly aligned. It supports my neck all the way. I have perfect contact with the chair. I go back, I press the whole chair back. And my arms, they stay perfectly aligned with the table. Show you again with the other chair. It is unbelievable, really. The difference is so big. So okay. And it's, well, look at what happens. So for one, I lose contact immediately. As soon as the thing tilts, I lose contact here. Also, the arms, you see what's happening? That's not happening with the LiberNovo Omni. I'm I'm not joking. That's really, I don't do anything different. I just tilt back and it's great. And it actually makes sense that you have the possibility to change the position in that direction from the armrest, because that means you can actually work in that state, because you can rock back and then you can come closer to your desk, and so you have exactly the same distance from your palms to your keyboard or whatever. So with the LiberNovo Omni, you can really work in a declined state because you don't lose any support, or it gets not difficult on your neck, because with that chair, you can't work. As soon as you use the rocker function, you can't work. That's a pain, because you sit there, you see that is an absolutely ergonomic nightmare. It's a really good chair for comparison. Not really fair. It's a really cheap chair I think we had here in the office, but I sit on it occasionally, so I can speak from experience. And I didn't enjoy it when sitting on it. It's always that thing, if you try another chair, if you drive another car, you don't miss it as long as you haven't tried it, you know? So to go from this chair to this chair is, as I said earlier, it's night and day. This is amazing stuff happening here. And of course, it's not only good for working, you can also go in full out chill mode, adjust the tilt mode to full tilt and get down to, oh yes, full relaxation. So you are perfectly supported even if you are close to lying. And as you maybe can tell, you don't have the feeling like you accidentally flip over because everything feels so flimsy or out of balance. No, that's perfect. If you have aligned the chair to your body, it is comfortable. And then, of course, we can enter in that spine stretching massage mode. Just press the recording button on the left side and relax. I hope it's well visible. I don't change the position of my body. That's all the chair, what it's doing. And you really feel a difference. So that's also quite good. So yeah, and the great thing, everything is powered with that battery pack, and you have seen just right now how easy it is to remove that. And here you have the USB-C port to charge it, but probably you won't need it that often, because if you use that massage stretching function very often, it should last for 30 days. But if you just use all the electronics just to adjust the chair and once in a while to change a position, I could imagine that that will hold up for, yeah, months to come. So yeah, that's about it from my side about the LiberNovo Omni. A really great chair for a price. Everyone has to decide if he wants to spend that much money on an office chair, but in my opinion, it's totally worth it, especially if you are working in front of a screen for 8 hours plus, and maybe you even work at home and then transition into your free time activity like gaming. So you spend a lot of time sitting on the chair. So I think, or at least is my opinion, you can spend $1 or more for an extra experience, and you get an extra experience because this dynamic adjustment to your posture or to the position you sit, that's something really amazing. And the build quality is amazing. There is no creak, no squeak. It just sits perfectly. Everything is in its place and feels sturdy. If you want to find out more about the chair, check out the description. There you find all the links you need. And right now there's still the Kickstarter campaign going on, but I don't know when this video is going to be online, but the Kickstarter campaign was definitely very successful, because let me double check. I think they raised over $6 million and they only wanted $43,000 and they raised $6.3 million. So people are already convinced and are ready to spend good money on this thing, because as I said, for that kind of feature set and that ergonomic performance, you normally pay double. And right now in this early bird package, I'm not sure how long those prices will up there, but given that that $800-900 price tag is a good deal for a chair with feature set of that and that build quality. So yeah, I hope you liked that video as much as I liked that chair, and so give it a thumbs up, follow the channel and hit that bell button so we can see each other next time. And so long, I wish you a beautiful and comfy day and say bye bye.